Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Online Knime Summit. My name is Cynthia Padilla, and I'm a member of the customer care team here at Knime. In the next 10 minutes, I will provide an overview of Knime, especially for those of you that are new to Knime. So the goal of the session is to provide a brief introduction and define a few concepts. So let's get started. Over the years, we've heard that companies need to leverage their data to succeed, but this is not an easy task. First, you have to identify the right business problem. Identify the data, the people to create and productionize the data science. So companies are looking for end-to-end platforms that can be used by individuals with different skills, share the knowledge, reuse what they have created, and provide governance. So how can Knime help? Knime provides a single ecosystem to allow you to do this. First, create your data science, and then productionize your data science. How do you create it? You use the Knime Analytics platform, which is an open source platform that you can install on your laptop or workstation to connect to many data sources, manipulate the data, and get it ready to generate or create your model and visualize it. You can run it on your platform and see the results. Once you have your workflow ready, you deploy it to this Knime server software to productionize the data science and automate it. Once you have your workflows, then you're ready to go. So let's see a closer look into the Knime Analytics platform. As you can see, the Knime Analytics platform has a visual interface where users can drag and drop the functionality they need to create a workflow. They can create visualizations. They can see what happens as they execute the workflow. These nodes that you see right here on the editor are also called extensions. These extensions come installed with the product. If there's certain functionality you don't see, you can easily download it from our website from your analytics platform. Let's go through a few concepts. We have what we call nodes. Nodes perform tasks on data. So for example, group by, join two sources, connect to a data source. So a single task. Then components are a group of nodes that perform additional functionality. They encapsulate complexity and expertise. The goal is to create a workflow, so combining these nodes, components, to create a data flow. So the way from reading your data, manipulating it, creating a model, scoring it, for example. We have a very large set of nodes that you can use for different functionality. We color code them so it's easier for you to get started. And as I mentioned, we have an end-to-end solution all the way from accessing the data or connecting to your data sources and deploying. First, let's take a look at the data access. The nodes are in color orange. You can connect to databases like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, flat files, Excel, CSV, SaaS applications with REST nodes, and of course, big data. Once you connect it to the data, you have yellow nodes to do data manipulations, to join data sets, to concatenate fields, to look for missing values and remove them. Once you have your data ready, then you apply or create your model. These are the green nodes, and we have different analytic models that you can use depending on the use case. We have statistics, we have data mining, web analytics, text mining, and if there's certain functionality you don't see, you can always integrate your code. So if you have Python or R, we have nodes that you can integrate in a workflow and make it part of the entire work. Once you have that, you can visualize it with the blue nodes and then deploy your data either to a BI tool like Tableau or Power BI, save your model as PMML, or write to a database. Once you have your workflow ready, you can test on your analytics platform, and then you can deploy it to the server. The Knime server allows you to productionize these workflows that you created. It allows you to perform management, automation, collaboration, and deployment. On the management side, you can create users so they can be authenticated and only see or run the workflows they have access to. We integrate with LDAP so you can use the groups you have in LDAP to have that security. We have versioning, and also you can, if there's some problems with the current version you have on the server, you can always roll back to a previous one. And then We have automation, where you can schedule workflows to run every day, every hour, or whenever the reports are needed. We also have remote execution, where from your data, from your analytics platform, you can execute workflows on the server. And if you need distributed execution, you can install multiple executors on different machine nodes to distribute the load. Of course, you also have collaboration, where all the users that connect to the server can see the workflows that have been deployed. They can reuse them. They can also share components that they created, so they don't have to create the same routine over and over again. They just drag and drop what another user created and reuse it on their workflow. And deployment, you can use a REST interface to call your Knime workflows from an application, or use our web portal to give access to your consumers, where they can run the workflows, visualize the results, and they don't even need to know Knime or have Knime installed. Knime can integrate with multiple technologies. So as I mentioned before, we have support for scripting languages like R, Python, also Java scripting. If you want to connect to a distributed environment, we support multiple ones like Hadoop, Databricks, AWS. We have several Spark nodes that can help you do all the data manipulation and the modeling. We can push the data into a reporting tool like Power BI, Tableau, so then your end users can create additional visualizations. We can connect to multiple external data sets and work with machine learning as well. We have a very large community of users that use our forum to ask questions, also to provide examples and help other users. And our Knime Hub allows you also to push examples into our hub so other users can share it. The Knime team also publishes a lot of examples and components that you can download and use within your Knime Analytics platform to get you started. So who's Knime? At Knime, we build software for fast, easy, and intuitive access to advanced data science. We're helping organizations drive innovation. We are headquarters in Zurich and have offices in Berlin, Constance, and Austin, Texas. We've been around for more than 10 years, and we have a very large community of users that also contribute to our open source platform. So let's see Knime in action. I am opening the Knime Analytics platform that you should be seeing right now on your screen. The Knime Analytics platform has, it's an easy interface where you drag and drop your components to create a workflow. So I have created a workflow ready. Here's my editor. I have my Knime Explorer where I can save all the work that I've created locally. I have a workflow coach that guides me through the steps that I could follow. And then the node repository with all the functionality available. So first I create a workflow, and I already create one. So you just go right click and create a workflow. So the next step is to add a file. So I'm going to read a file. You could be creating, connecting to a database. So I drag and drop the file reader. You can also search for nodes if you don't know the name. And right now is red, meaning that is not configured. So I'm going to right click configure. You can search for a file, you can browse, you can use variables, relative paths. Here, apply and run. And once I execute it, I can see the results, in this case, the data set. So the nice thing about Knime is that you can, as you build your workflow, you can see the results. Next, I'm going to look into the workflow coach for recommendations. So I'm not going to join anything, but I'm going to do a column filter and remove a column. So again, once I join the nodes, I can remove one, hit apply, and execute. Then I'm going to add a component. So I could add it from the server if it's available, or go to the Knime Hub, look for a component, and drag and drop into my editor. That will automatically add it. I don't have to make any changes. This node is going to provide some data cleansing component. We can see the contents of the component. And it's doing some data cleansing. And then I can execute it and open views. It's going to open it on the Knime Analytics platform. I'm going to see the steps that potentially I could push this to the web portal and let users connect to the data set, clean the data and save this as a new file. So just quickly show you how to create a workflow. There's a lot more steps that you can do. You can add a node for doing machine learning, scoring. So there's different ways that you can create a workflow. This is a short video just to show you how to get started. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the summit.